This story started with one of the most shocking prison escapes and court fights we have seen in recent years. A convicted killer and rapist named Thabo Bester has been at the center of a long-running legal saga about his escape, alleged networks, and now court hearings that could expose more people. News reports show that Bester has faced a long list of charges, and that his escape and the legal aftermath have drawn attention from the courts and the public. To understand why this matters, we should step back to the facts that we do know. Bester was convicted of very serious crimes and later escaped from custody, an event that shocked many South Africans and raised deep questions about safety and corruption. The escape led to investigations, arrests, and a wider probe into how someone in a high-security situation could walk away. Courts have moved slowly because of legal challenges, but the matter has not gone away. Media coverage shows multiple court dates, postponements, and ongoing pretrial matters. Over time, new claims surfaced. Some social media posts and online commentary have linked high-level figures in law enforcement and government to the escape and to other alleged crimes. Among the names that appear most often is General Shadrack Sibiya. It is important to be clear. These are allegations circulating in reports and on social channels. They are not proven in open court as fact in every case. Social media and some online channels have suggested links between Sibiya and the escape. Mainstream outlets and formal investigators have at times reported pre-trial hearings and inquiries connected to the broader drama. Readers should treat social claims with care while paying attention to official court processes. There are several angles to this story that matter for South Africa and for anyone following justice and governance. First, the judicial angle. The courts must determine what evidence is real and what is not. Bester and some co-accused have faced trial scheduling, postponements, and legal arguments about jurisdiction and procedure. These technical steps matter because they shape what can be asked in open court and how evidence may be tested. Recent reporting shows delays in tactical legal moves that can stretch a case over months or years. Second, the political and institutional angle. The case feeds into a much bigger public worry about weak systems. Opposition parties and watchdog groups have flagged concerns that prosecutions in high-profile cases have faltered or lost momentum. One political party expressed alarm about apparent withdrawals of charges in the wider Bester case, saying it risks undermining public confidence in the justice system. If prosecutions fail or look selective, citizens grow more skeptical of institutions intended to protect them. Third, the media and cultural angle. This story has been amplified by documentaries, streaming platform disputes, and intense social debate. Legal fights even reach streaming platform lawyers, seeking to protect or challenge coverage of the story, showing how the case has become both a legal and media battleground. That attention changes how people view the case. It makes it part court record, part public drama. So what should viewers keep in mind as the next court dates and inquiries approach? First, remember the difference between allegation and proof. Social media can spread claims fast, but courts sort evidence slowly and deliberately. If a court hearing reveals new evidence, that is when stronger claims can be made. Until then, watch for official filings, statements from prosecutors, and outcomes of hearings rather than relying only on rumor. Second, look at the institutional response. Are investigators moving quickly? Are prosecutions being supported by strong evidence? Where there are gaps, democratic institutions and civil society will need to push for clear answers. Third, be aware of political spin. Powerful actors sometimes use cases to score political points. Distinguish legal facts from political attacks, and look to reliable court documents and reputable news outlets for verification. What might the future look like? If the court hearings lead to solid evidence and convictions beyond the original case, this could force deep changes in oversight and in how law enforcement is held to account. It could lead to stronger checks on prison management and clearer rules for how high-profile cases are handled. On the other hand, if prosecutions weaken or evidence is not tested fully, it could fuel public anger and erode trust in the justice system. Either outcome will shape public debate about corruption, accountability, and reform for years to come. There are also human costs. Victims and families of past crimes need justice and closure. When trials delay or charges drop, it can feel like a fresh wound. At the same time, accused people have legal rights, and courts must protect the rule of law. Finding the balance between victims' need for justice and legal fairness is central to any democratic system. Keep that human dimension in mind when discussing headlines. To be responsible as content creators and viewers, we should ask for transparency from officials and for full, open court processes. Follow evidence-based reporting. Question motives when social media pushes unverified claims. Support independent journalism and watch for official court documents that confirm or refute what is being said online. If serious allegations are proven, demand full accountability. If they are not, insist on fair treatment for the accused. In the coming weeks and months, watch the court rolls in reputable news outlets for new filings, hand-downs, and official statements. Be careful with what you share on social media. When discussing named individuals, use precise language, alleged or reported, until courts deliver final findings. That is how we protect justice and avoid harm from rumor. If you want deeper updates, I will track official court announcements and trustworthy coverage and bring you clear summaries that separate verified facts from social speculation. For now, remember that this story combines criminal justice, institutional trust, and public emotion. It challenges South African institutions and tests how a democracy handles high-stakes cases involving powerful names. If you found this video useful, please hit subscribe so you don't miss the next update. Tell me what you think in the comments. Which part of the story worries you most? The escape, the social media claims, the role of institutions, or something else? Drop your view below, and I will read and respond to as many comments as I can. If you want a deep dive into the court documents or a follow-up episode that examines specific filings, say, follow the filings in the comments, and I'll make that episode next. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and keep asking for the truth.